Some years ago, on the 50th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada boarding the Jaladuta and leaving India, we had a wonderful festival in Calcutta. Were any of you there for that? It was very special. Because it's the monsoon rainy season, we couldn't do anything outdoors. So the devotees and the well-wishers of ISKCON arranged the largest indoor stadium in all of Calcutta to have a 2-day event, from morning till night. It was a wonderful celebration. And one of the people that attended was Srila Prabhupada's youngest son, Vrindavan Chandra Dey. It's a long story of how we got him to come, but somehow he did come. And I remember, because he actually said he couldn't come at the beginning, the whole schedule was made with important devotees and important guests and dignitaries. They couldn't change the schedule. So when he decided to come, we'll have to offend somebody to take their time away. So I approached the organizers, who I've known for a long time, actually, and I said, I'll be offended if you don't take my time away. Give him my time, please. But he was there. He's the only person living in the planet that was there when Srila Prabhupada boarded the Jaladuta. And this whole festival is to celebrate that. He gave a beautiful speech on the stage. But even more special than this speech is for a long time afterward, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj and myself sat with Vrindavan Chandra Dey, hearing from him all of his memories. May I share a few things that are coming to my heart at this moment? I was expecting you would agree. Thank you. He said, when Srila Prabhupada was in Calcutta, neither he or anyone in his family even knew he was there. And Srila Prabhupada called his eldest son, can you arrange a taxi to bring me from this dharamshala, this guest house, to the boat that I'm going to leave on? Mathura Mohan. And Vrindavan Chandra told us that my older brother told my father that he was too busy, that he couldn't do it. So then Prabhupada contacted Vrindavan Chandra Dey and said, can you help me to get to the boat? Because I'm all alone. And Vrindavan Chandra Dey said, yes, I will help you. And he had to somehow or other, he took various trains because it was a distance away in Calcutta, and he got to the dharamshala and organized for a taxi. And just the two of them went to the dockyards. Have any of you been to those dockyards? Usually whenever I'm in Calcutta, I go to see the actual place where the Jaladuta departed from. And dockyards, they're not like the entrance to ocean liners. They are really, really dirty, filthy places. They're just a dock with cargo ships, and there's just usually oil spilled all over the place, and just crates and boxes, and really like heavy duty kind of working people just loading boats. And we heard from the reading today from the diary, there were 5 people who were there with Srila Prabhupada when he was about to leave. Most of them were just Sumati Maharaji's kind of agents who were just making sure everything was all right for him to see him off. The only person he really knew more intimately was his own son. It is very, very important to meditate upon how even though Srila Prabhupada was trying to promote in Calcutta what he was doing and what his mission, and even among his own God brothers and God sisters, nobody came. Because everyone just thought, it's impossible. Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu told us he personally went on the Jaladuta with Srila Prabhupada and went into Srila Prabhupada's personal quarters. It was the only nice room in the whole boat. It's a cargo ship. And how Srila Prabhupada, it was so simple. He was so happy to get those accommodations. And Vrindavan Chandra Day said the boat was late in taking off because there was some issue trying to, go out to the Bay of Bengal. He said he sat in Srila Prabhupada's compartment for a couple hours just talking with his father. And as he was speaking to His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj and myself, Vrindavan Chandra Day, Prabhupada's son, he started to cry because he was reliving these moments. He said, I knew for sure I'll never see my father again. How will he live? How will he live a 38-day journey on a cargo ship over oceans and seas and continents, and what is he going to do in America? They spoke so many things. Srila Prabhupada was sharing memories with him and giving him instructions and preaching to him. And then the whistle blew. The ocean cargo ship, the horn, not a whistle, the horn blew, which means they were about to go. And Vrindavan Chandra Day, as he was speaking to us, he was reliving what it was like hearing that horn blow. Like declaring, this is the last time you'll see your father. And he bowed down to Srila Prabhupada's feet, and Prabhupada picked him up and embraced him. And then he left the ship. A few minutes later, the MV Jaladuta began to move. And Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu, he just stood on the docks watching that old time-beaten cargo ship sail toward the Bay of Bengal. Vrindavan Chandra Dey told us that just before he was leaving, after the horn blew, Srila Prabhupada gave him some rupees. And he said, "Why are you giving this to me?" Prabhupada said, "I have no use for them where I'm going." And when Srila Prabhupada, when he was on his journey, Vrindavan Chandra said he got a telegram from Srila Prabhupada saying that he had just had heart attacks while sailing over the Arabian Sea, and he was very, very ill. He said to Vrindavan Chandra Dey, "I want you to go on this street in Calcutta to this particular," they call them chemist shops. In America, they say pharmacies or drugstores. He said, "Go there and go to this particular person and ask him for this particular Ayurvedic medicine and mail it to me." And he gave him the address of Sally and Gopal Agarwal. He went there he met this Ayurvedic doctor. He got exactly the medicines Prabhupada prescribed for himself, and he mailed it. And he said, miraculously, the amount of money to go to the shop, to purchase the medicine, and to send it to Srila Prabhupada was the exact amount of rupees that Srila Prabhupada gave him.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,